Hail to the king, baby.
Oh boy, we're gonna have a swell time tonight.
You've got to take big chances in order for the potential for a big positive outcome.
Perfect. Dead or alive, you are coming with me.
Hello, welcome back to A Boring Revolution, your number one news source for everything in regards to the Boring Company. Hope you're all well. Got a great episode for you today. So, as you may know, if you watched my previous episode, I was becoming a little bit despondent because we didn't have some plans and I was kind of like working in the dark and making assumptions, and I don't generally like doing that because potentially mistakes are going to happen. But my prayers were answered. We have plans not only for the Resorts World Connector, but also for the Westgate Casino, which it turns out is almost ready to start. Totally blinded by this news. Did not expect it. Nothing's been announced on the Boring Company website or on the Twitter for the Boring Company. Nothing whatsoever. So, right, let's get into this. I'm going to try and keep this less than 12 minutes, hopefully. So, progress. Lots of good progress this week on site, specifically at the launch shaft slash reception shaft. It's a dual shaft, so it's doing two things. This is where they recovered proof rock, as you remember from some previous videos, and as you can see, they've excavated right down to the finish level, and they are now doing some prep work before they begin commissioning the machine. But as always, I've got to make sure that my audience is well aware of where everything is happening. So I'm going to show you on this very interactive map where everything is going on. First thing I'd like to note is Site D. Site D is the reception shaft. It's only a reception shaft. It's already been used by Proofrock on a previous occasion for phase 1 of this particular project. Phase D will become very, very important in the next sort of 3 to 4 months. But for now, we're just going to ignore it. But I thought I'd just mention it today because that is going to be important as it goes down Convention Centre Drive. That will link up with Site A. This is where our reception shaft slash retrieval shaft, also a launch pit, all in one nice money saving system they've got there, is in this site here, adjacent to the Las Vegas Convention Center West Station. Site B. Site B is almost as important as Site A, if not more important, because we're going to have 2 TBMs launch from Site B over this year. Site B is Riviera Station. Riviera Station is not just an area where passengers can disembark and embark on a journey, but it is also what I will call a node where vehicles can turn around and move between the various tunnels linking Resorts World, the Convention Centre, the Central Hall, East Hall, and the Westgate Hotel and Casino, and obviously future parts of the Boring Company system. Site B will be linked with a tunnel and then later on another tunnel to Site C, which is the Westgate Hotel and Casino, adjacent to the monorail. It will actually sit underneath the monorail. That's where vehicles will congregate. So hopefully you've taken a look at that and you're understanding where things are. The plans. I was not able to fit the full plan on one page, so I've broken it down into 2. As you can see, I've drawn a line at the top of this plan just to give you an indication of where one plan begins and one other plan ends. So this is adjacent to the Las Vegas Convention Center West Hall. As you can see, we now have the alignment for our tunnel, which is just along here. Our picture here on the right hand side is this blue area here. As you can see, they've gone for this nice kind of concave design, which is interesting, but I suspect they will build a knockout wall or a breakthrough wall before they drop the TBM into this shaft. The reason being that these CFA piles are reinforced with steel soldier piles, and it's just not going to work. So they're going to have to demolish that and then rebuild some kind of concrete section that they'll break through, which will be partially reinforced in certain areas. That's here, there. As you can see, the red line is the alignment going to Resorts World. Super important now that we know where that is. As you can see, that is an extremely straight alignment. Vehicles should be able to get up to 60 miles per hour on this particular part of the system. And vehicles should be able to go from the East Hall all the way to Resorts World in quite good time, probably under 3 minutes on a good day. What else have we got? So this is the top part, as you can see from our line, of that particular plan that I was just showing you a moment ago. As you can see, we've got all our connections here. It forms almost like a Y shape, but the most important thing to remember is that Riviera Station is not just somewhere where you get on and off. It is actually a node as well, and nodes are going to be very, very important going forward with this system, because it allows vehicles to transfer between different lines, between different hotels and casinos. Potentially, if you were heading north, you could then switch up and go head south if at all necessary, and this ultimately improves the efficiency of the system. You cannot do this with trains, not very easily. This is a very cheap, efficient way of introducing kind of junctions in your system, so that you can get anywhere you need to go from any station on the system. That's marked out in purple. As you can see, we have a picture of our site here. We have Proof Rock 2. Proof Rock 2 is in the shaft. It's ready to launch. The back end of the machine is not ready yet. They're still building the ramp, as you can see behind there, with the various excavators. I can see 3 excavators just in this area here. And that hopefully, let's say 3 to 4 weeks for them launching that machine. Might be slightly less, but who knows. I'll keep my eye on it, and obviously my sources will be watching this site quite keenly to see when they launch, so we can calculate the speed of the Proof Rock, the TBM. What other plans have we got? They're all great plans, by the way. Just come out of the blue. They're available on Reddit. I'll put the links in the description below for the plans. As you can see, this is the site at the Westgate Casino. This is a big station. I believe it's over 240 feet long. So, you know, this is a big station. Probably more than that. Probably close to 300 feet. As you can see, this area here. This is excellent. This is what a lot of future stations will look like above ground. Thanks to porpoising, we'll have lots and lots of areas where vehicles can park up. Potentially, this particular station could service up to 20 vehicles at the same time, potentially more than that. And this will be a high throughput station, looking very, very good. And it'll have access to the monorail as well, which is interesting. It should be integrated underneath where the monorail is currently located. What else have we got? So this is probably one of the best plans of them all. So we can see the alignment of our second tunnel. So this is our second tunnel going from site B to site C. If you remember our previous illustration, it's going from Riviera Station, which is just here, all the way to the Westgate, just here. There's Riviera, there's the Westgate. Quite a big site that. I might go as far as to say that's probably 400 or 500 feet long, maybe. But let's see how that develops. They also give the length of the tunnel in feet. I believe I worked it out in meters as well. So it's 1,947 feet, which I believe was 568 meters. Something in that kind of ballpark. So it's a pretty decent tunnel. Reasonably straight alignment. Certainly the first part of it is a little bit bendy, but you know, a good TBM should be able to handle that. all these plans are excellent. I'm going to talk about this project hopefully later on this week and provide kind of a cost breakdown, add it to our quarterly review Excel sheets. Yeah, thanks for joining in. Hope you enjoyed those plans. I'll put the links in the description below. Any questions about those plans or where things are going to develop or what particular construction techniques are going to be used, please let me know in the comments below. Happy to answer any question that you have. Tell me why you're excited, like the video, and also if you've not already done so, please subscribe to the channel. You can follow me on these various social media platforms. And as always, thank you to my Patreons who are incredible. And this entire setup here, including this light over here, this camera, microphone, monitor, even the Macintosh was purchased using money from Patreon. Further investments are coming and will further improve the quality of this studio. Hope you like that video. Hope you learned something. Hope you're just as bullish about the Boring Company project as I am. And hopefully I will see you on the next video. Remember guys, don't be boring, take care, and have a lovely day. Goodbye.
Hail to the king, baby.
Come quietly or there will be trouble.
Winner, winner, machine dinner.